And we're live. It says we're live for 38 seconds, which is a complete lie because I clearly just hit go live now.
Oh.
So Keith and I have been hanging out. For anyone that's not watching right now, if you're watching on the recording, because there's 0 people watching right now, we've been hanging out. We did a couple beer reviews, and we're like, "Hey, let's do one more."
Yeah.
Well, I pressured Keith into it. I was like, "Hey, do you want to do a third? Let's do it." And he was like, "Yeah, let's do it." So we're gonna do Orator, which is Brewery Silvaticus's Doppelbock. They're out of Amesbury, Mass. We just did a smoked beer by them, and we did a conclave beer.
Yes.
So I've had this, but I've only had it watching a movie, so I didn't dissect it for anyone that's judging me.
Yeah. Also, Sean says he pressured me into doing this, but I had this sitting on my desk, ready to go. So
fair enough. It says Aort is a suffix generally prescribed to the name of this rich and malty style of beer. What?
Ader, like Troganator is a Doppelbock, right?
Yeah, but what else?
I don't know. Bomb Place has a beer. Oh wait, I don't know if that's a Doppelbock though. It might be.
Oh, Eyinger Celebrator.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I never put that together. I thought it was just those two.
I don't know. Well, now it's another one. What about Silvaticus's Orator?
That's another one. You're right. Good call.
Yeah. Whoa. I got a.
Yeah, there's some carbonation on this one, unlike the last beer we just reviewed.
Yeah. That is 2.5 fingers that I got on here.
Yep. And I know that everyone cares. I know we're using 2 different glasses. It's okay. I'm fine. Is that a 6-point glass?
Yeah, I found it at a thrift store.
That's awesome. I haven't had a 6-point in so long.
Yeah, me neither. I just like the yeah. There's still
it's like a Guinness glass, yeah. Like a pub glass.
Yeah. It's similar. It's a little it's thinner and longer, I think, maybe.
I used to love 6-point. Like what was like their resin IPA, and then they had so much and they were fun because they're always in like those like taller cans, like the 12-ounce like skinny cans. And then I remember when like the whole haze craze hit, they were like cloudy resin or hazy resin or something like that. And it was like unfiltered, and I was like, oh, you guys are getting into it too, and it was so good. But I don't see them anymore, which is really strange. Or maybe I just don't see them because I just don't like they're there, but you know what I mean? I just like
I think they went away for a while. Maybe not entirely, but more recently I've been seeing more stuff from them in like the liquor stores and stuff. So I don't know if it's just like a distro thing or what's going on. I don't pay that close attention to anything anymore these days.
Yeah, same.
So yeah,
but we're not here to talk about 6-point. I just got excited.
No. So yeah,
this looks very dark mahogany red.
Yes.
Oh, especially in the light, it's actually got a really nice bright red hue to it. It's gorgeous.
Yeah. The head's like a khaki-ish color, maybe a
little
darker.
Tight bubbles. We both had really big heads on the initial pour for sure. Want to do a nose?
Let's do it.
There it is.
Yeah, that's good.
Grapey, malty.
Never thought grape, but yeah, there's like a kind of like a malty, not a malty. There's like a grape jam kind of like something. I don't know.
I tend to get grapey vibes from like most Doppelbocks. That's like usually what like my big note is, and that's kind of what I look for when I get a Doppelbock. Like, what am I getting from a grape vibe? But yeah, Conquer grape for sure, like you said.
Yeah.
In like a toffee, like a dark, rich, caramelly, like grainy cracker vibe.
I am getting all those things. Yeah. I mean, it smells like, I don't know. The way I do my reviews is I'm like, yeah, this smells good.
It smells good. Let's taste it.
Yeah.
Let's try it. We don't want to keep the viewers.
Oh, man.
Again. We talked about this earlier. I did it. Depth perception. There we go. Nope. I did.
I was doing.
God, this is so. If this thing wasn't here, but it helps with the sound, I think. Hold on.
Over here.
There we go. Cheers, Keith.
Cheers.
That was a lot. So yours has been out since we started reviewing the other two beers, right?
Yeah. So it's been out for an hour-ish.
Yeah. I think it's the perfect temp too.
Yeah. Something that wasn't in the nose. I'm getting a little bit of a chocolate note.
Yes. 100%. There's a chocolate note. There's also this like, it's going to sound weird, but it may not be that. Like I want to say caramel, but like it's a little bit sweeter than caramel. It's almost like if somebody caramelized candy corn. I know that sounds very strange.
That is.
But candy corn is just sugar, so if you caramelized it,
such a weird. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that is absolutely.
I know it's weird.
So yeah, the candy corn is definitely in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, there is like a. You're right. There is like a caramel thing, but it's not caramel. It's more like the candy corn thing.
Yeah.
Which is.
I don't think I've ever used that term ever in a beer review or anytime I've ever drank beer. For some reason, that like immediately went to my head. I'm like, this is caramel, but it's more than caramel. It's caramel. It's like candy corn, and I don't even like candy corn. I used to.
Are you getting any grape in this? Because I'm not. Like the nose was grapey, but I'm not getting much in the.
If I play with it, again, this beer just does weird things. If I play with it on my palate, I get it on the side of the palate as it finishes a little bit.
All right, hold on.
Like switch it around with my tongue. Like a little bit. It's like the Concord grape you mentioned on the nose, grape skin.
I'm not really. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was gonna say I don't really get it, and then it just came in.
Yep.
I was gonna say that I do get a brief kind of grapey thing, but not the same kind of thing as the nose. Kind of like right in the middle, but yeah, it was good. I like this.
It's very good. I don't think I've ever had a beer by Silvaticus that I've been like everything by them is just like out of the park.
They're one of those breweries. They don't. And I don't know if you said it in the review or if we were talking about it in between. You were saying you didn't know why Silvaticus wasn't more popular. I think it's because they make good beer and they don't make just hype beer.
Yeah. That's part of it too.
Do they make IPAs?
No. They make hoppy lagers, and like their hoppy lagers are actually really good.
I remember one of them.
Galaxy.
I think Yeah, I think that was one of the first beers you sent me. You sent me like 3 Silvaticus beers, I think.
I remember
And
because it was definitely Hoppy Lager. It was quintessential Pilsner, but I remember because you asked about the smoked beer, and then I went to go and it wasn't there, so I just sent you the what was it? It was quintessential, the Hoppy Lager. I think the Hoppy Lager was called Autocorrect, and then maybe the Black Lager. Like their Black Lager is so good too, but like their Hoppy Lager is next level. And they had, I went like later on and they had a Galaxy version of it, and it was like, holy crap! And they didn't can it. It was just on draft. Like everything they do is just so like dialed in. And they just did when I picked up these beers, there was like a bag of coffee sitting on the counter, and I was like, "Do you guys have this? Is this for sale?" And they're like, "Yeah, going." And I was like, "Yeah, it's like a barrel aged coffee with." And now that I think about it, I probably should have vacuum sealed you beans like I've done in the last few times I sent you boxes. That would have made way more sense. But oh no, I know why I didn't. You said you're not drinking coffee anymore, right? Or are you back on coffee?
No.
Okay, good. So I'm glad I didn't. But yeah, it's like a barrel aged coffee that they do with like another like with a roaster, and it's like that's really good too. It's like they just do everything good. Oh, we have comments. Warm 85-degree Northern California. It's like what 72 here. What's it? You're probably in the same weather.
I think it's I don't think it's as warm today. I think it's like high 60s, maybe low 70s. I don't know. It was kind of cool yesterday. It was like low 60s yesterday.
Same here. And we just had crazy rain. So, right. And I took the dog for a walk today and it was gorgeous. So that was good. And then Eddie says, just tapping in, what are you guys drinking? So we're drinking Brewery Silvaticus. They're out of Amesbury, Mass. I sent this to Keith. This is Orator. This is their Doppelbock. And if anyone's watching and you could think of other Doppelbocks that have Raider, is that what they said? No, Ator at the end. So we're thinking Celebrator, Troganator. There's only 2 we can think of, right?
Bomb Place has I think it's called like Fascinator, but not like Fascination. It's like it's spelled weird. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to think like Orator. Yeah, Orator. I'm trying to think of other breweries that like so. Wine Stefaners is Corbinian, so not that. But maybe they're just thinking like of the 2 big ones, like those are the. But I guess I don't know. Either way, it's a delicious Doppelbock.
Yes, it is.
Billy, Eddie, what are you guys drinking, or anyone else that's watching?
I don't know. I don't know if it was in the same box, but the other beer you sent me was a honey saison or something. I just looked it up and I can't remember. It was a honey something.
Did you already review it?
Yeah, we reviewed it together.
That was last. We did it together.
Yeah,
that was definitely not in this box.
No, not this box.
Oh, I mean the last box.
When you
probably. Yeah, I forgot about that honey saison. That was really good. Sierra Nevada Hop Tone. That's a good beer too. That's a really Sierra Nevada. Like you can't go wrong with Sierra Nevada. And like my thing with like Sierra Nevada, and I don't know if it's with you, Keith, too. Like for some reason, I find like I rarely buy it at home unless maybe I'm going to a cookout or I want to grab some beers.
Mm-hmm.
But I find if I'm traveling and I'm getting beer for like the Airbnb or the hotel or wherever I am, like if I can't find anything local, this is my go-to because like you can find Sierra Nevada is going to be solid wherever you go. Like you grab a mix pack and you're like, oh wow, this is really good.
Yeah, I know when we went to Asheville, I'll say I was going to say but I really wanted to go to Sierra Nevada, but it's like 35 minutes outside of Asheville, so it was a little more out of the way than I thought it was. But yeah, so maybe one day.
I've been to the one in Nashville. It's massive. It's awesome. It's just like, so worth it. Because we went a couple of years ago for a friend's 40th, and not a couple of years ago. Again, like we were talking about earlier, like time just flies. It wasn't a couple of years ago. It was many years ago.
It's like 9 years ago.
How old? I won't even say no, maybe not 9. No, definitely not 9. Definitely not 9. Not that. She's not that old. But anyways, yeah.
I was just kidding.
No, I know. And we took we took an Uber there, and because we were in Asheville for like the weekend, we went to Burial and all the great places, and like Sierra was just like, and it's still like it's gigantic and large, but they still feel like they care. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Kyle, I'm so proud of you.
Just he's probably lying.
Wait, cask bitter? Wait, so
he's just trying to fit in with the cool kids.
Like cask beer. So does that mean you're out at a bar right now? Because I don't think you can have a cask beer in a can. Can you have a cask beer in a can? No, I don't think so. Unless they gave it like in a wooden can.
Oddbird. I know sometimes, or was it last time? I forget. Oh, they did crowlers, I think. And they did some, I don't know what they were doing, but they said that the way they crowlered it was the closest to cask ale in a can that they could get it. And
did they say how they do it? Like they just
no. I think I'm remembering that correctly.
It's like,
yeah. I hope I'm not just making this up because that is a possibility. But
so I'm trying to think how that would work. Like that would be. And also, this is probably going to make me sound really stupid, but whatever, it is what it is. And I may have already said this before, or Mike may have already told everybody. When we went up to Alchemist in April, and they had Heady Topper on cask, and they've had that on cask for a while now. So I just assumed whenever I hear cask beer, I think it's going to be room temp, right? I don't think it's going to be cold.
Right.
Oh, no. Sorry. I'm going to backtrack. I'm going to sound silly anyways. They said it was hand pulled. To me, hand pulled always sounds like cask, right? Or maybe that's just me.
Yeah.
I always associate when I hear hand pull, I just figure cask. So I'm like, it's going to be warm. And I was telling Carrie, my first beer I'm going to get is going to be Heady on cask. She's like, that sounds terrible. And I'm like, Heady, I could drink Heady on cask. That sounds great. And then they served it. It was full hand pull there. But it wasn't. It was cold. And I'm like, okay, that I guess I'm just uneducated and did not realize it. And it was amazing. But cask is different. Like cask always has to be room temp, right? Or no?
Well, cask and hand pull. I mean, there's I know there's gravity cask that is or gravity cask. I don't know. Because sometimes breweries will have the firkin or whatever on the counter, and they'll pour from that.
Yeah.
I think that's a gravity cask. I think.
Yeah, I've definitely had that.
They all use gravity,
like where they jam it and then they put a spout in it. Yeah.
Yeah. But hand pull is also cask, and I think traditionally it is served at room or cellar temperature.
Yeah.
So they must just be serving it cold, I guess, because it's an IPA. But
yeah. So I'm wondering if they're keeping the cask cold or if they're cooling it as it comes up the line, maybe in some way with nitrogen or whatnot. I don't know.
Because
I probably could have just asked the guy pouring it, but I didn't think that would have been the smart thing to do.
Yeah, because I'm not sure how it works, but the whole point of cask thing is it's naturally carbonated. So you put it in the cask and it carbonates naturally. But I don't know if they would do that for that beer. I don't know.
It definitely carved. It was freaking. It was great.
Yeah.
It was so smooth. It was awesome. Billy, when's your 70th? You can brainstorm some ideas of what beer you're going to be drinking. Or is it today? Is it tomorrow? All right, get back to us. Yeah, Eddie's right. Can't go wrong with barrel-aged stout.
Yeah.
Just pop something from the cellar.
Yeah, unless your options were barrel-aged stout or barrel-aged barley wine, then barrel-aged stout is the wrong answer.
Correct. You're right. Correct. Or you open both. Drink a small glass of one, small glass of another, and then little mixy poo.
And a little cuvee.
Little cuvee,
as Joe likes to say.
This is really freaking good. It's like easy drinking. It's still got. It's still. You know what? Maybe it's as it warms. That's a little bit of a hop bite right near the end. A little bit of bitterness. It's subtle. It's subtle, but it's there. But it's there for me at least. But the chocolate. The chocolate for me after like the little bit of bitterness, the bitter and roastiness, the chocolate lingers the most for me.
Yeah. And also as it warms, the grapey thing is coming into it a little bit more. I feel like it's kind of like it's not that grapey. I was gonna say like it's like a cherry cordial, except if the cherry was a grape, but it's not that grape. I think that idea is funny though. Yeah, it's a little more grapey as it warms up, I think.
Yeah. Cheers, dude. It must be
Cheers.
12 hours ahead? No, I forget what you must be. It must be early morning for you, I think.
Australia? Is it tomorrow yet?
Yeah. I think so.
Tell us what happens. It's tomorrow.
Yeah, tell us what happens tomorrow. We're gonna be good. Unreal. We used to be friends. Is that a Veronica Mars reference? Anyone watch Veronica Mars? We used to be friends. That's the Dandy Warhol song, right?
I have no idea. I don't know what you're talking
First
about.
Kyle, now Keith. Anyone but us. Is it Mike? I'll drop him if it means more screen time with you. I'm gonna text Mike and see if he wants to join. Actually, Dan, we'll see. Dan, if you want to join, you're more than welcome.
Yeah, this was more like we reviewed a couple beers and then we had this one that Sean sent me, and Sean suggested that we do a little live stream for it, and we were like, sure. Or I was like, sure.
Yeah, we were like, sure. And here we are.
Yeah. So
hop on.
Man, this beer is good. I like drink the whole thing already.
Did you really? You finished it already?
Well, I have this much.
Actually, you know what I realized? I have that much of the smoke beer. I should probably finish that one too.
Oh, excuse me. I
capped the stout, and the stout is upstairs. I'll drink that later. I'm actually curious if Carrie's gonna open it and be like, I didn't warn her. I should probably text her and be like, yeah, if you see a capped bottle in the fridge, it's obviously yours, but with caution. We are working, supporting our beer habit. Yeah, join from work. I don't see what the problem is, Dan. If you want more screen time, you got to make some sacrifices.
You tell your boss
that tell your boss that screen time on YouTube for beer videos is going to make you famous one day.
Yeah,
and then you'll be able to pay the bills with the ad revenue, because that's what happens, right?
You have to invest yourself. You got to take the risk. You quit your job to become a professional beer tuber.
Yeah. And you're out of excuses. I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah. Sorry.
You should be making your employees do beer reviews then. And you just have a beer tube factory. What are you doing?
Yeah, it kind of goes with what Keith and I were talking about earlier. We were talking about on the review we did earlier, or were we talking about after? I don't remember either way. We're talking about like if we merge channels, like yeah, we just all merge channels and then we just have like a ongoing.
Exactly.
Yeah, we just make a sweatshop of beer reviews. Oh, we're talking about FLX guys. They're not retired. They're youngins. They have many years. But Billy, you didn't say when's your birthday? Is it today? Because I want to know if it's today. Because we gotta sing happy birthday, like some type of virtual cake.
Is it today?
Well, I'm assuming. Well, he said like I'm thinking about what beer to drink for my 70th birthday.
Yeah.
He didn't say today. So, because like for me, I'd be like, do I want to open anything special? Back to work. See you, boys. See, that's a cop-out, Dan. That's a cop-out.
You're the boss. You don't have to go back to
You're
work.
the boss. You don't have to go back to work. Oh, October 1st. Okay, October 1st. Okay, that's a...
So you're putting some real thought into it.
Yeah, you're putting... So that means that technically I could put some thought into it. And I could send you something very special, maybe. I'm trying to think what I got.
And maybe we could all get it.
Maybe we could all
do a...
Yeah. On October... What day is October 1st on?
It's probably like a Tuesday.
It's probably like a Tuesday. November 1st is on a Friday. Keith, are you like a fucking savant or something?
Is it Tuesday?
It's on a fucking Tuesday.
That was just a wild guess. I promise.
Yeah, I would say like a barrel aged, some type of barrel aged beer, some big barrel aged beer, barley wine, stout, or you go the opposite end of the spectrum, and you try to get some like aged Cantillon, Goose,
or you could just get a really good like dry hop lager, because those, I don't know. Oh, you're just making me feel weird now. You did that on purpose.
I'm all in for a dry hop lager.
That was only half a joke. I was only half joking with that.
No, but the thing is, if you do a dry hop lager, it's low enough ABV, right? So that you could then also have the barrel aged stout or the barrel aged barley wine. I'm definitely opening one of my last bottle of Better Half by Founders. Better Half, is that that's the old ale? No. I've definitely had. I know I've had. I don't know why my brain is not working right now.
It is
old ale. Yeah, old ale.
Curmudgeons. Oh yeah, old ale. Yeah.
Oh, with maple syrup. Yeah. So Billy, what year is that of the Founders? And if we're talking Founders, as long as it's not Lizard of Cause.
Yeah.
I really expected Keith to laugh at that. He just fucking straight faced me on that one.
I was trying to think of a joke. It'd be like, no one can handle that because it's the best beer ever.
No one can handle the cause.
Yeah. Did you see the was it last year? They released that like other blueberry beer.
Wasn't it Blueberry KBS?
No.
Is that what it was?
It was no, it was I don't think so.
I thought it was KBS. But maybe I'm wrong. No, KBS Blueberry. Yeah.
Was it?
Unless you think of it, unless they release another blueberry stout.
I could have. Oh, maybe it was.
I never got it just because of that. But we probably should for the next Beer to a Palooza for science.
Yeah. I thought they maybe that was it. It was just like, did they perfect Lizard of Cause?
No, I doubt it.
Perfect.
Nobody perfect that beer ever. It says availability July to September, so we got about another month to see if it comes out again. Like, I guess we could. I would try it for sure if I could find a place that sells me a bottle. I don't even know if I want to. Oh, I don't know, man. Beer Advocate says 91. Come on.
Yeah, I don't.
I imagine that like Founders. How does Lizard of Cause have an 87 on Beer Advocate?
It doesn't. It's lies.
Give me a fucking break.
The beer was bad
That
fresh.
so bad.
And then
yep.
I don't know how many years was on it when we had it. But it was bad.
Yeah, Billy, that'll do it. That'll do it.
Oh. What vintage or a fresh one?
A better half and a bottle of
year's?
Utopias. Yeah. I keep saying I want to buy a bottle just because like I like it would be nice to have because like we went to Kyle's last year. He had like 3 years of it. Yeah. Or you could go big and just like eBay it, make a boiler maker out of it, right? Drop a shot of the Utopias into the actual better half. Yeah. Don't listen to me. Don't do that.
Do it. Do it. We're gonna do a live stream. You got to do it live.
Yeah, we'll do. If you do that, I will do a lot. I'll do a live stream on October 1st. I'm gonna rabbit hole of. I'm not kidding. I'll do it. Well, I guess I'll get a bottle of. No. All right. If Billy says he'll do that with the Founders and the Utopias, I'll get a bottle of Blueberry KB. I'll get a bottle of Cause and chug it. No, I can't chug a bottle of Cause. It's 22 ounces. I don't know.
I will. All right. If you do that, I will drive up to Massachusetts, and Sean and I will split a bottle of Lizard of Cause if we can find one.
We could go to Northern California, Keith.
Yeah. All right. Or we could just do that, I guess.
I haven't seen Cause on the shelf anywhere, but I have a feeling that there's a liquor store I could throw a rock at right now that probably still has it because they still have 2015 Bourbon County and selling it for $30.
What?
Yeah.
2015, like the base?
The infection year, yes.
For $30.
Mm-hmm. This place is awful.
Like they know that the base is like $9 to $12. Like
nope. Nope. This place is awful.
Get that.
It was a great spot. It is literally I can't throw a rock at it, but I could walk there. It's less than a mile. And back in the day, this place was owned by two guys that loved craft beer. It has a great selection. It was awesome. And then they got bought out. And then I don't think the guy that actually bought it out drinks beer, at least. I don't know. He may drink in general, but I don't know if he drinks beer. I don't think he drinks beer at all. And he also doesn't have any good inventory management because like there's just like you walk down aisles and it's just like stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks of like cases of wine, beer, and all this stuff like that. And he got in Bourbon County this one. That was the only year he ever got Bourbon County. Only year. And I went in one day and I was like, "Hey, did you get Bourbon County?" He goes, "We did." And it was like he's like, "This is how much it's $30." And I was like, "Oh, that's way more expensive than everywhere else. I'm not gonna lie to you." And he goes, "Well, they made us buy to be able to even get into Bourbon County. Anheuser-Busch told us we had to buy X number of cases of like other Budweiser products and whatnot and Goose Island products." And I was like, "Okay, that sucks." And stuff just stayed on the shelf. It just stayed on the shelf, and it's still sitting. And they had like Lizard of Cause up to like 2 years ago. I only go there if I'm in like desperate need of like quick beer or some type of booze, because it went way downhill. Like I'll go in there and like I'll look at can dates and I'm like, oh, let me go into the fridge and see if it's any better. It's never any better. Or I'll be like, hey, did you get this new Jack Sabby? And they're like, no, we have to sell the rest of this. And I'm like, your distributors must fucking hate you. Because and I think they're only staying in business because they're staying in business from like the neighborhood crowd that's strictly buying things like
40s,
40, not even 40s, maybe seltzers, straight alcohol, wine. The beer is just no one cares. I can go like maybe an extra like half a mile down the street and go to another spot that's just a little bit better. But this place is literally right next to the house. But yeah, I keep debating like, do I want to just buy a bottle of the 2015 and see if it's the infected batch? I don't know.
Yes, is Goose Island still accepting?
No, they stopped the refunds.
Oh,
because I still have a 2015 bottle. I didn't buy from them. That's definitely part of the infected batch that I keep saying, Mike, we're going to review this. We haven't done it, so we should eventually. But they had Lizard of Cause up until at least a year ago.
Are you waiting? Are you waiting to review it until you're sure it's gonna definitely give you some sort of health problems?
Yeah, I want to wait until that beer makes me trip.
Yeah.
But I'm like, it's just shocking that like the guy won't bring the price down. And I'm like, are you serious? 2015, we're almost 10 years, man. Like, if I go in there and he's like, all right, fine, $6, I'll buy a couple. It's a gamble. But we'll see what happens. Because I bet a good 2015 bottle of Bourbon County.
Oh yeah,
probably
I'm
pretty
sure
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Billy, we all need help with our cellar. It's a problem. It's a problem. Mike just texted me the other day and he was like, do you want to are we still doing the next iteration of Cellarfest? So Cellarfest, we did like, it was a local thing that we just had a bunch of my local friends come over. But when we do it next, I'm planning on inviting whoever wants to come. So Keith, you're invited. Billy, you're invited too. We just, nobody bring beer and nobody listens. And, we just bring up the cellar and we just pop bottles. And then if it's bad, we just dump it. Because who cares at this point? Like if it's terrible, why are you going to drink a terrible beer? Yeah. Cellaring. I came to the conclusion that cellaring beers now is just, some of it's good. Some of it's money suck.
Yep.
But like stuff like Better Half, like in the Utopias, that's perfect to cellar. But there's other stuff that like, I don't know. I was just stupid when I first got into beer. I'm like, I'm going to sell her some bunch of adjunct Trillium stouts. That seems like a good idea.
Trillium stouts don't age well.
Not if they have like 17 different kind of candy concoctions in it.
I can see that.
There is one that has like waffles in it and stuff that's pretty good, but like, yeah, a lot of it just kind of falls off and it turns into trash.
Yeah. When you first said Cellarfest, I thought you were like, everybody bring like a few bottles from your cellar and we all get together and we just, but you're just saying you and I'm assuming you and Mike just invite a bunch of people over to drink your beer.
Mm-hmm. And people still brought beer.
Yeah.
And that was actually, I didn't invite Kyle. And he showed up. That sounds weird, but like I just was like, hey, this is going to be a local thing. Like I didn't think like nobody would come, and Mike surprised me. And it was like the best thing fucking ever. It was amazing. But it was funny. Mike walked in the door with his wife, and he said something like, I forget what he said. It was like Kyle's going to be late or something. I was like, what do you mean? Because we were supposed to do a remote review with the beers we had with Kyle and I think Matt. and he said something, and I go, "What did you just say?" And he goes, "Fuck." So I was like, "Kyle's coming?" He goes, "Yeah," and I was like, "That's fucking amazing." And then yeah, Kyle showed up like 20 minutes later. He showed you. I mean, you may have seen the video. I don't know. Like, and like we were reviewing in the living room. Kyle came around the back door and entered the back door and
I
just
did.
jumped in. Yeah. And I was like, fuck
I
yeah,
did
that's
see
fucking
that. Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, it was awesome. But yeah, no, but it wasn't like I just didn't. I don't know. I feel like to me, like it could just be me. Is this a weird thing like where I'm like, I don't want to extend an invite to somebody that's like 3 hours away because I feel
Right.
like I put a burden on them. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
And that could just be me being me. And I'm like, Mike was the right person to invite him because like I thought if I did it, I would be like putting a burden on somebody.
Yeah. I did a similar thing recently.
And I didn't get invited, is that what you're trying to say? No, go on.
Well, I've been trying to get into the I haven't told anybody like some of what I'm about to say is stuff I haven't shared with pretty much anybody. But I've been trying to get into an apprenticeship program with the local electricians union. And I took the aptitude test in last month. I don't know. Time doesn't exist. So I took the aptitude test and I did not do well because I was like literally just getting over being sick, and I was like still like not feeling well, but I wasn't like sick anymore. And like I didn't have time to answer all the questions, and I guessed on a bunch of stuff, at least on the math part. And I was like, all right, whatever. And I got a letter last week saying that I passed.
That's awesome.
Which
congratulations.
Which I haven't told anybody.
Well, you just told the whole internet. Well, 2 people, but congratulations.
We're 40 minutes into this. Nobody is ever going to see this. And the day I got the letter, Katie was in the city for an on-site thing for her job, and we're coming out of the city, and I hand her the envelope, and she thinks I hadn't opened it yet, but I opened it in a way that I could seal it, and she thought that I hadn't opened it yet. And I ruined it. I ruined the surprise by saying, yeah, I haven't told anybody yet either. And she was like, wait, what? She's like, how could you not tell anybody yet? You're driving. And I was like, fuck, I ruined it. So yeah.
That's awesome though. Just congratulations, man. That's fucking sweet.
Oh God. I'm bad at interviews, so we'll see.
I saw something today. It was more for technical interviews, like in like the like networking cybersecurity space, but it was like technical interviews, and it was like a screen grab from like Lord of the Rings of like a giant battle, and then it said actual job, and it was Christopher Robin playing with Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
That's how all interviews are, right? They're like all fucking savage. Like, you need to do this, 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 and this. And then like they get to the job and you're like, come on, man.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. But yeah. We all slip up sometimes.
But you didn't slip up. You nailed it. You passed.
Well, that was more me trying to convince Katie that I hadn't opened the envelope. It was the moral of that story.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah,
but I'm sure she was also proud of you. And then,
yeah.
Billy's making your mom's 93, dude. Fucking congratulations. She's drinking a vodka tonic. Hell yeah, man. Tell her, go you from Keith and I. No. BC's Beer Reviews is watching. All right. What are you drinking?
Oh.
This is so good. Are you already finished?
Yeah, I finished that. I finished the smoked beer. I have the stout left, but I'm not.
Yeah, same.
I'm not gonna get into that on here.
Yeah. This live stream just goes like, or it just gets fucking awesome.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, we could
I
buy
have a little bit. I have a little bit left in the glass, so I'll just.
Is that the stout?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, that's all you have left of the stout? I'm not judging.
No.
Oh, okay.
This is all that I have left in the glass.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I finished the glass. Yeah, the rest of the stout, the bottle's upstairs. That'd be amazing. You're like, that's all I have left in the glass. Katie's like, why are you so drunk right now? Why are you so happy? I'm drinking too hard. Yeah, that's okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
This was really fucking good. Like I have like one can left of this. Like I think this type of beer would probably age well in a can, right? Yeah, of course. Why not?
Yeah.
Some of beer I could forget in the back of my fridge, and just I think I hear the dog. Yeah, woof. Yeah.
Isn't it don't beers arguably age better in cans because in bottles oxygen can get into them, but in cans the oxygen that's in the can is in there.
Yeah, that's always what I thought too. Like, unless obviously like it was poorly canned, as a bad seal, but like, yeah, because it would make sense because the way the cans are sealed versus how bottles are sealed. So I don't understand why folks still bottle.
I don't know if glass versus aluminum, or
maybe that, but like everyone says, like, because a lot of people are like, oh, the aluminum cans can leach stuff, but like they have linings now.
Yeah.
Like I remember, I think it was like was it COVID or was it before COVID? Maybe that I think something happened to Harpoon, and that's when they started canning because they were always doing bottles.
Mm-hmm.
And they started canning and I think they were one of the first like real breweries to really start canning. I could be wrong. Anyone correct me, but like then it was like, no, it's fine. Canning's fine.
I don't know
because I have plenty of because there's a brewery in North Carolina called Forgotten Roads, and they make really great beer, and they make barrel-aged stouts. They make but they put them in those little 8-ounce cans. All of them in the little 8-ounce cans, and I have a bunch.
The best cans.
Fucking the best, and like these aren't and it doesn't matter the 8-ounce, like if it's the stubby 8-ounce or the thin 8-ounce. These are the thinner 8 ounces, like what the like seltzers and stuff come in, like the thinner version of the 8-ounce ones, and they're fucking amazing. And I've been just aging them. I'm keeping the stout fridge, and like they're still great. And like, why don't more breweries A, put their barrel-aged beers in cans, B, put them in 8-ounce cans, or give me a 4-ounce can. I don't know what what would a 4-ounce can look like? Like that?
Yeah.
That may not work very well, but like, I feel like 8-ounce can is the perfect vessel. And if you want to share it with people, open 2. Even 1 is good for 2 people.
Yeah, especially if it's like 13, or 15%. It's like, I think I was talking about to Kyle about this. We were talking about the brewery, and like, in like 2019, 2020, I was trying to drink a bunch of beers that I had, and I had a bunch of brewery beers in 750s, and I had to drink these like 10 to 20% beers by myself because I just like wanted them gone. And it's just like I think it's because he gave me a bottle of Black Tuesday. Black Tuesday is
that's their big 20%. Yeah, nuts.
But I guess they do 500. I can't remember, 500 milliliter or 375, whatever it is. I guess they don't do the 750s now, or maybe they do.
Yeah, they do smaller for the variants. Because I remember Mike bought a bottle of, not a bottle, a box of Black Tuesday variants, and they were all not 750s. Like the 375 or 500 mil. But they're still excessive. It was still like 19 to 20% in like.
It's right here. This is 12.7 fluid ounces. So I don't know if that's
probably 375.
Oh yeah. 37.5 centiliters.
Yeah.
So yeah, 375. Of a 19.5% stout, which is I don't
like. What are you gonna do if you open up a 750 of that? Like, you have no one to share it with. Like, Katie's like, I don't want that. Like, even Carrie's like, I don't want a barrel aged. And like 20%, she'd be like, fuck that. That's something you have to drink over 3 days, or you're gonna die, or you're gonna make a fully, or you just drink it over a night and you watch a bunch of cartoons and movies, and it's probably gonna be great, but you're gonna feel shitty the next day.
Yep.
Put it in an 8-ounce can.
Yeah, I remember that was a lot of like opening one of those and just watching YouTube videos for the rest of the night and just drinking that.
That's all you can do. That's all you can do.
Or playing video games.
That too. Yes. Yeah. I'm debating what I'm going to do while I finish the Conclave Stout. I'm debating if I'm just going to cap it and just drink it throughout the weekend, or if I want to finish it tonight and play video games, maybe watch some movies. I don't know yet.
Yeah, man, it's a little bit of a bummer. I don't know if I said this after the review. I think I said this after the review, maybe. Yeah, it tastes good, and I think I keep sipping it because I want it to be carbonated.
You did say something after the review. Yeah, you did something after the review that like. And we said it a few times during the review. Like we did like the beer, but I don't know. But I think we were maybe a little bit more negative towards the no carb. Like, if anyone watching, 53 minutes into this live stream, the two people that are watching now, if you do watch the Conclave video, that beer is fucking great. Like, it was really fucking great. It just needed to be more carb. Like, the flavor wise, it was on point, but it just needed to be more carb. And the last comment we have is from BC's Beer Reviews, drinking too hard. But we need to know, BC's Beer Reviews, what are you drinking that you're drinking too hard with? He's actually not. He's drinking more than too hard. He's drinking too hardle. I think that's a lowercase L, maybe. He may not even be watching. Now we're down to one.
All of the beers.
He's drinking all of the beers. All right, we should probably wrap it up then, I guess. No one else is. Yeah. Well, thank you, everybody, for humoring us. Kyle.
We don't do it for the views, Sean.
No, we don't do it for the views. We do it for the comments. We do it for the interactions. It's fun. All these interactions are great. Kyle, again, tell us more about this cast bitter. Yeah. We need more information about this. Like,
I like how he just said that and then he just disappeared.
He comments being all happy, and I just immediately go, "Oh, that's really nice, Kyle. Good job drinking a bitter." We just shit all over him, and we're like, and he's probably like,
he's just like, guys. He's just and like,
everybody else watching, they're like, do they not like Kyle? Do Sean and Keith just not like Kyle? It's like, no, we love Kyle. That's why we say
it. But like, what is that? did Kyle just see that we were doing a live stream and he was like, what's the worst thing I could post? What I could comment on their live stream?
Yeah. What's the
It's
most
just like,
triggering thing I could say?
He's just trying to derail it. He's just like,
well, whatever you did, Kyle, you nailed it. You did it.
Yeah.
Because we're still talking about it. And also, Dan, yeah, what you could do here is, just work a little less and join us more on live streams, even though I don't think we do many live streams as it is. But,
Yeah.
It is.
Not many live streams.
And Billy, October 1st, let's start planning.
We're doing it Tuesday. I knew it.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for watching. So you can check us out, nerdsense.net. Keith, you can check out at 93 Lumber on YouTube. Anywhere else? Instagram as well?
Out. Instagram. Yeah.
And if anyone's watching this in the future, like the really distant future, comment down below and just let us. It's gonna make us feel fun. Like do it in like 5. If you're watching this 5, if this is like 2029, 2028, what's going on now? Comment.
What if? Yeah. Also comment if the revolution happens and this is the only record of the past that is left.
Yeah. If like for some reason YouTube or like the government and the man realize that like, oh man, we got to scrape YouTube for everything that's like political. But for some reason, like this type of stuff is left because like we're just talking about beer and nonsense, so no one else cares. If this is the only record of the past, like Keith said, let us know what's going on. Are we in Skynet stuff? Like what's going on with Keith and I right now? Are we alive? Can you look us up? Let us know. Yeah, that could be it. But anyways, happy Friday, everyone. And to that one person watching, more power to you.
You're the real hero, or not hero.
Oh, it just went to 0. And on that note, end screen.